Go
More.
live. Boom. All right.
Seda and
Let's.
Tay are knocked
We're
out.
live. We're live. We're
Let's
live. We're
roll.
live. All right. I guess it's jammy night. I'm not in my jammies. If I was in my jammies, I would be banned from
Bring the
Twitch.
jammies.
So I'm in comfortable clothing
I
as
found I
Sab
found
instructed.
some jimmies.
So last time in Zendrick,
Dragon Ball Z.
the party got wrecked by bears and a
Dude, villain.
Spinosaurus. Just gonna make it easy on everybody. They got wrecked by bears and a Spino.
We tore the Bears up once
They,
we
yeah,
got their number.
yeah, exactly. But they did their bit of damage for the day and
No,
used up some
Garrett.
resources. And Garrett leaves us.
Come back, Garrett.
He has PTSD over what happened last time. So, in a desperate attempt, after Firu got
Sorry,
practically eaten by
sorry.
the Spino with Tay and Seda on him, he managed to, or he wanted to save Seda immediately. She was already knocked out. She's about to get killed. It was just terrible things. The party, in retrospect, could have very easily taken care of the Spino, but in character, Firu was panicked. He used one of Kaz's stones. Kaz shows up. He incinerates the Spino.
After
then-
getting Sabrith out of its mouth.
Semantics.
That's pretty important to me.
We still have. It looks like we still have 3 birds.
Oh, I need to add
And-
the other health that I would have gotten back.
Seda's stable.
Shifting.
Tail is stable.
Oh,
Kaz
do you
basically.
need-
You.
Do you need to change our max HPs right now?
I will in a
Yes.
minute.
Okay.
Kaz looks back to an injured Firu, who has bite marks that pattern along the side of his body currently. Yeah, it looks fantastic. And he just kind of touches Firu on the shoulder and says, "I'll call upon you soon." And Firu just collapses, just hits the ground, knocked out. And
Oh my God.
Kaz looks back to the party, and he holds up his 5 fingers and goes, and then gone.
Wait, you went from 5 to 3, right? Because he technically used his own stone.
Yeah.
We didn't really get a choice in that matter.
No, but there's 3 left. He didn't give you a replacement one. Fear passes out. Seda's out. Tail's out. It's evening time.
Melanie, can you cast any sort of healing spell?
I'm waiting on an email actually from Shy. Let me. Okay. Oops. I should have all the updated stuff. Importing.
It's cool, guys. I'm just taking a dirt nap.
But we had already set up our camp and everything before the Spinosaurus showed up.
I think the Spinosaurus kind of effed that up. I'm not sure. I don't remember
Just
that
a
far
little
back.
bit.
I don't know if he actually destroyed the camp or not.
I don't think he destroyed it, but I think it's pretty messed up.
No, because we got out of the camp and engaged him.
We didn't engage. We ran away.
No, we engaged. We didn't
So
run
rather
away.
than ran away. We got back.
No, if we ran away, we wouldn't
And
have
we
fought.
ran so far away.
Yeah,
Just to get away.
the camp was in a different spot than he was in.
Yes, it was. But we totally did just like,
Is
let's
the camp
distance
intact
ourselves.
or not?
I'm gonna give it some thought, and say it's completely and utterly intact.
Okay.
All right. Now I
Only
can
very
open up.
badly burned.
All right, then Sabrith is gonna get to Dragon Fury and everybody else who's unconscious under cover of the camp.
Let's see.
as best she can. Well, drag Firu first. The others are. Sabra's pretty strong, and just since she can take.
I see you
she
got
could
the
take
great
20
one.
if she
Okay.
wanted to. Her carrying
So,
capacity is
holy cow.
enough
All right.
to drag Firu easily.
She can cast Cure Moderate.
Okay.
And she has two Cure Moderates and she has 2 Cure Lights.
Okay,
Yeah.
if she can cast Cure Light on or Cure Moderate on Tay,
2d8.
Tay can help heal.
2d8 and 1d8. Okay, I just had to remember which is which. Shai's going to show you one of the gifts that I got from her parents, and then we'll get into some other gifts that I got. Isn't it pretty?
That is very
Cool.
pretty.
So Melanie,
You want
Please
Cure
cast on
Moderate,
Tay.
you said?
yeah. This is just like a daily casting of hers, right?
Yeah. Ooh. Ouch. 13.
Okay. But that's enough to bring Tay up.
Oops. There we go. Alright.
Healing Hex yourself
Wait, I
and
thought
Seda.
stabilize. I thought stabilize meant 0.
No, stabilize
No.
means that you are no longer
didn't.
dying.
Okay.
So Tay, use Healing Hex on yourself, and then use it on Seda. So yours is 2d8 plus 5.
So while they do that, so Waro had
Was that
donated
on
to the
Seda?
stream
That was on me.
No, that one's on Seda.
enough money to get the capture card. I waited on ordering the capture card till getting back. It's a good thing because Sab and Tay got me the capture card. I'm still kind of blown away by it.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking, I can't wait to set it up. If Shy and Jax weren't sick, it would have already been set up. I would have already been playing. But hopefully soon, we'll get to some gaming. I can't wait.
So Seda gets 18 health, and Tay gets 15 from her Healing
Alright.
Hex.
Seda, go ahead and adjust your healing.
I went ahead and did
And-
something.
And do it to Firu as well.
Can Firu actually?
Yeah, you can be healed.
He's just unconscious. I don't know that it'll wake him up, but you can heal him.
He's just on a bit of a sleepy bye-bye for now.
Okay, so he is healed by 15, and when he is healed by 15, fire and sparks kind of flash out from his body.
Oh.
It's enough to make you kind of jump back because you can feel the heat.
The hell?
What the hell?
Where's Celine? Oh dear God, where's Celine?
You don't have Celine. Yeah.
Tay, Tay just woke up. She does not really.
Yeah.
Step back, Tay.
Uh,
Step away, Tay.
I step back.
No, this didn't wake you up.
18 health didn't bring her back to consciousness?
No, but it can. She was out. All you had to do is kind of like give her a nudge. She can wake
Oh.
up.
Okay. So yeah,
I didn't have
Sabrith.
time to make a token, so.
Okay. Sabrith will wake Seda up and move her a little away from Furers before waking her up.
Okay.
Because of, fire and sparks and things.
Mhm.
So Sab will move her back to over here.
Tail, are you in a tent or something right now?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Unless there's an imaginary tent sitting there.
We have the birds are still
And
out.
yes,
What
I
are the
already
birds
changed
doing?
my perception.
The birds are kind of roaming around at the moment.
Okay, Sab's gonna go and carefully get their ropes and try and bring them back and just sort of secure them.
Oh, do the birds
Check
look
him.
hurt?
Hang
Because
on.
if the birds look hurt, I need to go ahead and throw a healing hex on them too.
Yes.
Oh no, Jax!
Yep. This bird is hurt the most.
But first, perception check.
The other birds are pretty much fine. They'll heal up overnight. Yeah.
So do a healing hex on that one.
Yeah, on the green one. Alright, so 15. And it seems rather grateful for that. Hey, Faze. Alright. So, Tail, out of the corner of your eye, you spot something flit and flutter down a tree back here. And
do I need
as
to
it...
zoom out a little bit because I didn't see a bloop anywhere.
Oh, sorry. Here.
Ah.
And as you look back and try and figure out what it is, you see what seems to be a four-legged figure made of shadow creeping towards you.
Has anyone else noticed it? Or just her?
Just her.
Alright, Sabrith is still securing the birds back.
Okay.
Tay's gonna do one of these numbers and it's like, does anyone else notice that? No one else notices that.
Does Seda notice it now that Tay's tried to bring it to her attention?
Let me make the roll for Seda.
Okay.
Today you muted, by the way. Oh wait, you know that. Never mind. She's typing today. I forgot.
Sorry, everybody. Jax is up and about a little bit there. Okay. So, no, Seda does not notice it. She's actually in here. She corrected me. She's trying to take care of Firu, who is not waking up at the moment.
Is this the campfire?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let me move this. Sav, as you approach Tail, you do notice the shadowy figure as well. It has a pair of white eyes, and it has a red streak going down the center of its back.
What does it look like it's doing?
Just staring at Tay now.
Is it breathing heavily too? Like,
Use that. Use that token to represent it.
I don't know if I should make a. Is it an animal of some sort?
It looks to be like just a shadowy fox.
if you pointed it out to me, I might be able to perception it.
Alright, Sad was trying a nature check.
I will say that you notice it, Garrett. Sad.
Can I make a nature check for it?
That's what I just tried.
Yeah.
Got a 17.
I got a 15.
As you study it over, you realize it seems to be just a normal fox, but made out of shadow. And it takes another step forward here. And as it does so this shadow and this red streak all seem to just disintegrate away. And it looks up at Tail and kind of tilts its head. And it appears to be, just as the shell comes off of it, a very light-colored brown and white fox. And Tail, when it tilts its head and looks at you, it goes, "Kit." Only you hear it.
Sickness must be purged. Sickness must be purged.
I'm not gonna destroy it.
Earthbreaker whack!
Double axe to the face.
Cute little thing, fox thing. I don't know. Can I handle animal check it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I like? I don't know. Well, holy crap! What a waste of a 20 right now. I don't think that needed a 20 right now. Wait, was that actually a 20? Yeah, that was a 20.
That won't do much, Shanna, because he's not conscious. Handle animal. It. You put your hand out to it and kind of pet it, and it nuzzles its head up into your hand. And then it looks back up and does the same thing. You just hear. "Kit."
It's a trap.
Shoot. Well, I did kind of just lose a freaking familiar, and the thing apparently has a liking to me for some reason. Scooter says meow.
He's like, what about me?
He's like, I have a liking to you. Give me attention, human. How much have I shifted today? Do I have shifting time left?
No.
Can anyone else
Shifting-
hear?
Shifting
I'm
is
gonna
all
say,
at once.
Can you hear the noise it's making at me? I'm just asking. Aren't you a cute little thing? I don't know what the heck you're saying to me. Hold on. I'm not too little shifting.
It says. You find this one cute?
And nobody else hears that?
No.
Is that because I'm shifted right now?
No.
Oh, because I said I was gonna shift so I could talk to it. I guess I don't need to shift if it's just talking to me.
Yeah, but nobody else can hear it. Its mouth doesn't move. It just tilts its head.
what
Where did
does
you come
SO
from?
What? If I went on to use my phone, would it hear like the dit noises from like picking up the signal?
What?
You know when you use a phone, right? And you got
Yeah, and it's next
headphones?
to your speakers. Yeah.
Yeah. So is this the same principle with this thing? So if I picked up my phone, could I hear it?
No.
What phone? What?
That's what got me confused.
I don't know what's going on.
Garrett's had a sat phone this whole time.
Uh-huh. He's had a satellite phone with him this entire
He
He's
had
just like,
one.
He's just like, yo, Thrash, send the helicopter. I'm done with this. Like,
He
what-
had
what
one.
are you
The
talking
Spino
about?
ate it. The
I
Spino
was like,
will
wait, you
return.
can understand me.
Shit, son of a bitch. Okay, so
I'm like, this thing is talking to me right now. It's like, wait, you can understand me right now? I am confused.
this one understands you just fine.
Well, why are you here all of a sudden?
It hops up on your shoulder and says, "The tricky one sent me."
Oh dear. Okay. Well, you wanna chill with me then, I guess?
This one is not fond of cold.
This one is not fond of cold. Is that what is that what it said?
This
Yep.
one would care to warm with you.
Oh.
Well, there is a campfire.
Hey, I'm
right
up for
here.
anything once. If only Sam could have heard it. That would have been her reaction. Yeah, we've tried weird things before, Tay.
Just say like, Tay, are you just talking to that fox like it's nothing? Yep. Yep.
Seems like
Uh,
poking
Shy, if you
Tay on
can,
the side of her
email
face.
Kit over to her. It's on your desktop. Over to Tay. This is your new familiar.
The consumer of souls.
Tay is at least the consumer of familiar souls.
Damn it!
2 down, 1 more to go.
You can use mine.
No. No. I'm gonna make this easier for myself.
2 familiars down. Let's see, that list of familiar types only had like 20 something on there.
Yeah, we'll get through them all.
Shut up!
This one likes to warm with you. New familiar comes in. Yeah, both of us.
Oh dear lord.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we can encounter a dear lord one day.
That'd be pretty cool.
Storm
As
Rage.
long as it's not evil and mean.
He's the guardian of the Book of Holy Deers.
And Melanie.
I was expecting more of the deer from what is it, Princess Mononoke? Creepy.
But instead, we see Malfurion come out of nowhere.
Melanie
Too soon. Too soon indeed.
comes over into Seda and Fira's tent, and
Oh.
she casts Cure Moderate on him. And somehow rolls the same as before. All these 13s, man.
Okay, I rolled
Ah!
15s, like
When
4
she does
times.
so, it, of course, causes more flame to burst forth. But this time, Firu wakes up, and when he does, he like jumps up and like panics and stuff. He's basically he when he jumps up and panics, he clutches his chest and like begins to kneel down, and like he's just writhing as if something's causing him extreme pain. You can see flits of fire like lashing out from his tail, and as he stomps down, sparks jump up from his hooves.
Yeesh.
As we wait for Shy to type. Okay. Is that a handle animal check or diplomacy check? Whoa, boy. Whoa.
Technically, you could try either.
No. That would be a ride check.
Ha!
Ha 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 ha.
I see what you did there.
He's becoming a bacon. The bacons of Gondor have been lit.
Bacon. Bacon is delicious.
Hey, does anybody else smell bacon? Bacon.
Diplomacy is fine. Just roll +7. It would be the same roll
Bacon,
either
bacon,
way.
bacon. I smell bacon. It's coming from over in that tent. But what's it say? I can't read.
Okay, you fail to comfort him as he kind of like pushes you back. You're gonna, okay. She's gonna use inspiration and roll 2 more 1s. She rolls an 18 total.
Is she really?
Yeah, she rolled a 1 and an 11.
Oh.
She's sick. That's why we're waiting for her to type. She's terribly sick. Alright, so,
Has no voice at the moment.
pretty much. Just enough to interrupt. Alright, so, that's still a failure.
Do I need to come in there?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's not quite time yet.
Do my fantastic handle
Keep
animal
it-
check on Fury. I tamed a mythic beast. I will tame Fury.
Mythic Surge.
I don't know.
If
Seda,
you have no more
Seda
hero
might
points,
take
you have
that
Mythic
personally.
Surges. You can do that, and you
She's
can
got a few
reroll.
surges, I think.
No, it would just add 4 to the roll. The hero points just add a bonus. The Mythic Surge adds a 1d6. That
You got a few more for the day. Forget how many.
you're gonna do it. You're gonna use the hero point. Okay, it is not enough. 22 is not enough. So she's used her hero point. I am Patient Zero. I carry it and just give it.
She can still use a mythic surge
She
on
can.
top of that.
She can. Alright, that's a 22, so 28. That is still a failure. No, you can only use 1 on the roll.
It's the end of the day. You get some tomorrow.
What is Fury doing right now? Is he making a bunch of racket in the tent?
He's starting to. And she immediately like rushes over to comfort him because Melanie healed him, and then he's like stomping and then clutching his chest and then kind of like falling down and beginning to writhe in pain. It's his, like when he stomped, some sparks came up, and then when he flicked his tail, some fire shot out. And she's trying to comfort him first. Then I'll let you guys react right after she does this.
All right.
Spells won't work right now. You don't have the time to cast a spell. Okay. Do you accept defeat? Alright. She accepts
Aw.
defeat. She accepts dehoofs.
Haha.
What skill check was she doing there, by the way?
She did diplomacy. So she rushes over to him and tries to soothe him, and kind of like it stops for a moment, and then he looks up at her, and his eyes are just coal black. They're not even shiny. They're just this flat black.
Oh shit.
And he just
Oh,
kind of
shit.
goes, "Get back," and pushes her back, and she comes out of the tent. When he says get back, she can see two bumps forming on his forehead, and he actually has canines forming, but they're not just the one canine. It's a pair of canines here, and then one right immediately behind them. And she hits the ground, and Melanie kind of like, she freaks out and jumps back. Another one of those like, what the hell's going on things. And then you guys can react.
All right. Sab will rush over and
I'm following as well.
try and put herself between the others and Fuhrer.
Okay.
And she's like, easy.
He stands up really quickly, and when he does so, you can hear the popping of bones in his chest and in his arms and his fingers as they just snap and extend just a little bit longer. Not to an extreme amount, but just enough to notice the difference. And
So Sab right now doesn't have her weapon drawn, but she's clearly
Right,
got it
yeah.
ready to be drawn.
and he lashes out, and when he does so, flame unfurls from his fingers and lights the tent up a bit, just enough to kind of rip it open. And the knobs on his forehead pierce through his flesh, so blood begins to kind of pour down from his forehead. Okay, you can go ahead and make another check, because you're taking about 6 seconds to watch this all happen.
Well, it kind of looks like he's in pain, so I kind of want to help him out here. The only thing I can really think of right now that would probably ease it a little bit is trying to put him to sleep.
You may attempt to.
So what? DC 16
No.
on Slumber, isn't it?
No.
I'm not gonna put him to sleep. I'm trying to think of what I can do, except try to talk him down for a handle animal check. Give him space. Give him space. First off.
No, cast defensively wouldn't do anything. You're gonna cause yourself to forget. A retry on no, this is you. But it won't redo the diplomacy. No, this may allow a retry on intimidate or post check. Oh, okay, to respect to the target. Yeah, you can attempt to do that. That means if you have to make a concentration check, you have to roll that.
Sab is trying
So,
to.
it's
what Sab
complicated,
is,
but
what Sab
you
is
have to
doing
roll a
is she's
concentration.
trying to keep herself like essentially in a position. She'd be sort of like that, where she's ready to try and if he starts to lash out at any of them.
Yeah, he's not
So
he's not lashing out at anybody.
But if he does, so she'd be ready to try
He has to make
and
a will
block
save,
it,
and I have to make
whatever
that
it
roll.
is, with her Earthbreaker.
And your DC is 17, right?
But she's basically trying to let Seda handle it and Tay handle it, and all she's doing is
No, that's your
getting in the way if
concentration
he launches
check. It's not a +8 to the roll. You don't just concentrate and make it harder. That's not how it works. I know you don't understand, but that isn't how that works.
Okay,
Alright,
I'm
hang on
basically
just a
saying
second.
give him space. Give him space.
He rolled a 16 naturally as a +7, so he definitely beats that. What was that, Tay?
I'm just saying give him space.
Okay.
Give him space. He looks
So,
like
yeah.
he's in a lot of pain. Give him space. I can try and talk him down with handle animal
Did
because
you
I
want
don't
to
have
try and cast the
diplomacy.
sleep spell?
I don't because I feel like that would end up poorly for us all.
Okay.
So right now I'm gonna talk to him in a distance and try to calm him
Horns.
down with like a handle animal check if I can.
Horns protrude out about 6 inches, and then at the bottom, the horn snaps in two and does like that. So it does almost like an antlered horn. But the other one is only about 3 inches long, so there and then there. And then flame just kind of erupts all over him. It just lights the tent on fire. Everybody kind of like steps back a bit, and the tent is just turned to ash. And when the fire is gone, half of Fear's horse body is just pitch black, and his tail is an embering glow. It's just straight up, like when it moves, sparks flit from it, but it's always constantly glowing. Where he touches on the ground, there is singe marks, and the leaves actively burn away. They don't light on fire, but you can tell it's hot where he touches. And the upper part of his humanoid body is red in tint. So it's like it was normal tan, and then goes up to a more and more red, and all the way up to his head, where it's actually almost fully red. And he's kind of like he's trying to catch his breath, and kind of like looking back and forth, and he just looks up, kind of panicked. His eyes return to a normal color, and then he collapses once more, just passes out.
So he's basically Ghost Rider now.
Yes, for Shy, he's not a Ghost Rider, but for Shy, what this means is he has taken a horn-bound template. This has increased his
Nice.
strength, dex, and charisma by 2, his natural AC by 4. You don't know what else it means. Essentially, he's contract bound. He can now see completely in darkness. Perfect sight in darkness. So he doesn't see just black and white or anything like that. It's just as if he had light vision in dark. Got a couple other things. There we go. He can now summon a creature. Let's see, at level 2. He can summon a lemur once a day. He can summon a lemur once a day.
Lemurs are awesome.
He can summon a lemur 100% chance.
The only thing I can think of to summon the lemur for is we're about to get eaten. Summon lemur. Chucks the lemur in whatever it is mouth.
And he gets summoned lemur.
First thing out of Tay's mouth. What the hell happened? Because I was out. I have no idea what the crap happened. Why is he suddenly sprouting horns? What the fuck happened?
I think that was
Sav's
just
still
about
sort of
it.
holding her defensive stance, and without looking back to them, she's still keeping her eyes on Fuhrer. Just says, "Well, you and Seda were down. Seda made it, and Fuhrer probably thought Seda was gonna die, and he used one of the stones. Kaz showed up. Went over, nuked the Spinosaurus. Well, wait, in character. Just dragged the Spinosaurus down to hell. And then touched Fuhrer, said something to him. Was I close enough to hear what Kaz said to Fuhrer at the time?
I don't know if Vex heard you.
He said, "Wait a second." He did that.
Okay, so Jax is giving us some trouble, but so joking aside, I'll show you what a lemur is actually in Pathfinder. That's what
That's
he can
not a
summon.
lemur.
Yeah, that's what he can summon once per day to do his bidding. It's a least devil.
See, I thought you were talking about this kind of least devil. Hold up.
What are you trying to link?
Okay. So, what I'll do is we'll take a quick break. We're going to be taking breaks more often tonight just to help Jax out and everything. So, we'll take a quick break and then we will be right back. So, see you in a
I
minute.
thought you were talking about that least devil.